everyone and welcome back to Emma's Beauty Box. Today's video is on this makeup look right here. It is my first prom makeup of the year. It's a super warm and smoky look with a little bit of glitter as well, because who doesn't love a little bit of glitter at prom? But it's also super easy to follow as well, and you can adapt it however you want with whatever colours you want. So the skin as well is mostly drugstore products, so I will link everything down below, and I do go through it throughout the tutorial so you can see which products I use. So it's super affordable and super easy, and I really hope you enjoy it. If you decide that you don't want to wear this much makeup at prom, that is absolutely fine. If I look back to my prom photos, I don't think I really wore any makeup at all. I've got zero brows, maybe a little bit of mascara, maybe a little bit of lip gloss. I don't know, I'll try and find some pictures, and if I can figure out how to insert them, I will show you now. If you do like this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. If you'd like to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. So I've just started off with my brows off camera. I would recommend that you do your usual brow routine for prom. It's not really the time to start any new and funky makeup, so just go with what you know. So then to prep the eye, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just going to cover the eye with this, and it's going to provide a nice base for the shadow. And then I'm also just going to take a small concealer brush, and I'm just going to carve out the brow just to give it that extra sharpness and that extra definition. And I'm just going to blend all that out and make sure we've got a nice even coverage using my beauty blender. So for the eyes, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and I haven't set the concealer. I'm just going straight in with the transition shade Burnt Orange, and I am going to pack that on quite intensely, because by the end of it, we're going to have blended that much that it will really diffuse out. So you also really don't have to invest in an expensive palette. There are plenty of drugstore palettes available these days, and if you just get one that has a couple of warm tones and a nice lid shade, you'll be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to continue to blend that out until I'm happy with the depth of the colour, and then I'm going to go in with this slightly darker shade and a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner of the eye, and then just gradually start to blend that into the crease. Then once I'm happy with the placement of the colour, I'm just going to go back in with that larger fluffy blending brush and just diffuse those two colours together. Oh, my voice is going. And you can see that I really do spend a lot of time blending out the shadows. I usually cut a lot of this out when I'm filming, but I really wanted to keep it in just so you can see how much time it takes. Just take your time, keep blending until you're happy with how it looks. Next, going in with the shade Cypress Umber, I'm just going to take the brush that came with the palette and just pop that on the very outer corner of the eye. And again, going back in with that blending brush just to diffuse it out and blend it into the other shades. Also, by the way, I forgot to say that I had to refilm this actually, because my camera decided to corrupt the previous clip. So that's why my other eye has actually got mascara on already. So I'm just recreating it, and hopefully you won't notice when it flicks back to the previous footage. So anyway, I've just ran that same brush just along the lower lash line, and then I'm going to take my concealer again and just kind of roughly cut the crease. It doesn't have to be neat at all. It's just so when we apply the lid colour, it's got kind of like a blank canvas, and you get a better colour payoff. It's more true to the colour of the lid shade. So next I'm going in with the Stila Cosmetics Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Kitten Karma. These are so good if you want to use glitter but you don't necessarily want to use loose glitter. They're so much easier, much less mess, much less fallout. You literally just paint them straight on to where you want. The thing you just need to be careful with is once you've applied it where it needs to be, keep your eye closed as much as possible just until it dries. And then I'm just going back in with those blending brushes just to blend those colours together. So next, for a little bit of highlight, I'm taking the shade Nylon from MAC, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner and the brow bone, and it's just so beautiful. It just totally brightens up
an eye look, and it's just stunning. I love it. So just to clean up that, I'm taking just a little cotton pad with some micellar water on, and I'm just going to run that kind of along where my wing would be if I was to do one, just to sharpen up that edge. So next, I'm moving on to the face. I'm taking the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm just going to brush that all over just to give my face a nice base. So I have already moisturized as well previous to this. So for foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I really, really love this foundation. I literally use it all of the time. I would recommend using a foundation that you are used to, just so you know how it's going to react and how it's going to last on your skin throughout the night. But this one is a really good one if you're looking for something affordable, something long lasting, and gives you that flawless coverage. So next I'm going in with my favourite concealers. These are the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. So I'm starting off with the shade 15 just to conceal under the eyes, and then I'm going in with the shade 05 just to brighten and highlight. So I'm popping it in all of the usual places just to really bring those features forward and give a nice highlight to the face. So to set that all in place, I'm taking the RCMA No Colour Powder, and this is just really going to set all of the makeup in place and really make it last throughout the night. If you pack it on underneath your eyes, it will ensure you get no creases and it will keep your oils at bay. So to add a bit of contour, I'm going in with the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm just going to take the two darkest shades and I'm just going to pop that underneath my cheekbones just to really carve out and start to bronze up the skin. Then I'm also going to go in with this small blending brush and just run that right underneath my cheekbone just to define and contour a little bit more. Next, I'm taking the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette and I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. One of these shades has got a little bit of shimmer in as well, so it'll give that nice glow to the skin. Then to really glow up the skin, I'm taking this eyeshadow from Kiko. It is absolutely stunning. I've actually never used it as a highlight before, but I will definitely be using it again. It does work better with some Fix Plus, so make sure you give it a little spray first and then just pop that on all the high points of the face. So I did go in with some lashes. These are the House of Lashes Iconics. Totally not necessary, but if you feel comfortable, then definitely go ahead and put some on. So then for lips, I am going in with this lip liner from Kiko. It's just a really pale pink, and I'm just going to outline the outer edges of my lips. Then I went in with this lipstick from Kiko in the shade 100. So then I decided it was a little bit too pale for my liking, so I went over the top with this melted matte lipstick from Too Faced. This is in the shade Queen Bee. It's one of my absolute favourites, so I know I love it. And a liquid lipstick is going to last you a lot longer throughout the night as well, so I definitely recommend going for a liquid lipstick. And then I did go over the top with the Butter Gloss from NYX. This is in the shade Fortune Cookie. And then finally, to finish off, I'm taking the NYX Matte Setting Spray just to make sure it's all locked in place.
That was the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it super helpful and gave you some tips on how to do your makeup for prom. I hope you all have a fantastic time as well. Enjoy it. I so wish I was back at high school doing prom again. If you would like to see any other specific prom makeup looks, then leave me a comment down below and I will try and get those done as soon as possible. Like I said before, if you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to as well. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.